I'm Erin with the TMC Newsroom, and I'm joined today by Mike Weissman, Vice President of Corporate Marketing for Sigma Designs. Welcome, Mike.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So we're going to talk a little bit today about the future of home entertainment networks. So how does Sigma compete in home entertainment networking?
So Sigma has three technologies. The first technology is home P&A. Home P&A is the leading technology doing home networking over coax and phone line. It's used by over 70 service providers around the world, and we're the leading provider of that technology. The second is in the area of home plug AV. We've announced a product called the 2110 that runs over power line, and so that's the second area. And the third area is the area of G.hn, which is a new ITU standard.
Okay, let's talk about those a little bit more in depth. You announced this breakthrough over power line, so tell me about that.
Yeah, so we realized that power line is a great promised technology because everybody has power line inside their home. The problem is that power line suffers from attenuation and noise. You have issues like surge protectors, which hurt the signal. You have issues like multiple phases in the home where devices are on different circuits, they can't talk to each other. And we have the issue of noise. Noise is electrical noise that hurts the signal of power line. So at Sigma we realized that we could take a different approach. So we invented a technology called ClearPath. And what ClearPath does is instead of using just the phase and the neutral in the outlet, it uses the phase, the neutral, and the ground. And what this means is that you can actually find a clear path around the noise and around the surge protector. And what you find is in the home, while you might have multiple phases, the neutral and the ground tend to be common across the phases. So all of the problems that happen in power line have gone away. And this clear path technology is allowing us, in some cases, to get 3 to 4 times the performance out of power line than has been done in the past.
Okay, great. And let's also talk about the new ITU standard, G.hn, that recently ratified, and you just launched the first G.hn product. What is exciting about G.hn?
So G.hn is really the next generation of home entertainment networking. It is a brand new standard from the ITU, and so it's the first global standard that works over all 3 wires. So you can, right now we have home P&A, which is one standard, and home plug, which is a different standard. Now with G.hn, we have one universal standard for all of it. It's like having Wi-Fi, where you had one standard that unified everything together. With G.hn, you can have one mesh network in your home, where you can actually have 3 gigabits of throughput, of capability inside the home, and do that all with one protocol. So now every outlet in your home is connected to every other outlet in the home, and it's all in the same IP. So when you think about the IP-enabled home, the connected home, having everything under the same protocol is great. So with G.hn, you'll be able to get 1 gigabit over coax, 1 gigabit over the power line, 1 gigabit over the phone line, all in one mesh network. With our G.hn chip, what we've done is we've also provided backward compatibility between G.hn chipset and home P&A and the G.hn chipset and home plug AV. So now you can have, if you're a service provider, you can migrate from what you're selling today to your customers into the next generation technology and do that all with one unified solution. The final thing that we did is that we've taken this ClearPath technology and brought it into G.hn, and in fact have enhanced it. We call it ClearPath Extreme, and we've actually improved the throughput another 50% inside this. So for the first time, we're going to have a home networking technology that runs on every media with incredible performance and will allow service providers in the IPTV space to do self-installs. What this means is the consumer will install the set-top box themselves, and this will cut out about $400 of installation cost, which will save about $2 or $3 billion a year for service providers around the world.
Okay, great. And before we wrap, what are some consumer trends that are really driving this demand for a home entertainment network?
Video, video, video. We see an increased demand for video. We see new connected media players that are bringing internet content over. We see video conferencing starting to emerge in the home. We see all of the need for broader and broader amounts of capacity to run all of these services. And so what we look at is that Wi-Fi just isn't sufficient enough, and we need a wired infrastructure that can support whole home DVR and the other kinds of applications where you have maybe 6 or 7 HD streams running around in the house. At the same time, you're downloading more content over the internet, having a Skype conversation, maybe doing video conferencing all at the same time. In the long run, we'll have things like telemedicine and other services where you're going to have real-time video services that will all be enabled through G.hn.
Okay, well that will be interesting to watch unfold. Thanks, Mike. I've been speaking with Mike Weissman, Vice President of Corporate Marketing for Sigma Designs. I'm Erin Harrison with the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching.